Hey foodies, I'm DustFood, and today I want to talk about the concept of grabbing in Dead by Daylight. Now, for those of you who don't know, there are certain actions during the course of a DBD game wherein the killer might grab a survivor and lift them up with their shoulder as if they had downed them and picked them up. This is a rather natural part of the game, and just to be clear right out of the gate, I'm not against the concept of grabbing in general. There's just one specific type of grab that I really don't like, and I kind of want to talk about it. I mean, it's almost just more of a rant at this point. But, you know, keeping with the whole good faith nature of the channel, it's a rant that I hope the devs might actually see and say, hey, you know what, that's actually a pretty good point. Now, I had been feeling this way for a while, and then I saw a tweet from the godfather of everything Dead by Daylight, Otstarva, or maybe not Otstarva, I'm never sure which one's which, and he was talking about how he doesn't like these same types of grabs, so I was like, okay, hold up, there might be something to this. This might not be something that I'm just going to have to just kind of complain about on my own. This might be something that other people feel. So what am I talking about? Well, one thing I'm not talking about, because misdirection and whatnot, is I'm not talking about getting a grab on injured survivors as they go through windows. I'm not talking about getting a grab on injured survivors over a pallet. So basically both of those being vaults. And I'm not talking about getting a grab on a healthy survivor on the gen. So if you're playing Ghostface or something and you walk up and you're able to get the drop on a survivor, I think you should be rewarded with what is essentially an insta-down. It's just a good mechanic, especially for stealth killers, to make them a little more viable. All for that. I think that's great. What I don't like, and what I think you see pretty, I would say disturbingly commonly, which is that's overly verbose way of saying it happens too much, is killers who face camp, and when people try to come make the save, they get grabbed instead. So all of a sudden this face camp becomes a situation where they're able to down two people. And most of the time, if it's in basement, they'll be able to get both of them hooked before anyone can do anything. And if it's not in basement, they'll just slug you at the foot of whoever it is that you were trying to save. So this happened to me kind of recently on one of my streams at Twitch TV, _food, by the way, if you're feeling it. And just to be clear, I'm not making this video because a week later I'm seething about this. I mean, you can go back and watch the VOD. I was fine with it when it happened. I was fine with it afterwards. It's not like I'm making this out of anger. It's just kind of convenient that it happened when it did, because it really shows the point I'm trying to make. So we had this Legion who was dressed up as Hunk from Resident Evil, and he was AFK the entire game, and I was calling it the entire time. I'm like, okay, this is going to be a no-ed and face camp situation. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. Now you can say that we should have broken all the totems, yada yada. I don't disagree with you. You're absolutely right, but we didn't. That's the point. And then he got a down on somebody, he hooked them, he face camped them, and when I went to make the save, I waited until no-ed was broken, but I still got grabbed because I am a trash player who's a garbage boy who's very bad at everything, and therefore I ended up slugged beside him, and what had started out as a one hook became a 3K. Just like that, all because of a mechanic that I think encourages face camping. Now, if you don't mind face camping, you probably disagree with me, and that's totally cool. Look, you can actually watch on the B-roll here from the stream. One of my own viewers is disagreeing with me, saying, oh, I like grabs. I like the grabs. I like these healthy grabs. And that's totally cool. You're allowed to disagree. But to me, at a time where so many people seem to say that, hey, what do we hate from killers? We hate face camping and we hate tunneling. Okay, well, here's a mechanic that makes it really easy to face camp, that makes it really rewarding to face camp. How much different would it have been if when the Legion hit me, I lost one health state instead? Because in that situation, I don't remember if the God Pallet was up, but it was at Shack, so maybe I can make a play around God Pallet, maybe I can use my Lithe to get some distance. Even if I just run in circles like a complete dingus and go down within the next 10 seconds, at least the Legion had to work for it a little more, and at least the other person gets away to possibly go heal, and we can get a better attempt at an escape. But that would be my ideal world. I'm of the opinion that if a survivor is healthy, no, you should not be able to grab them during an unhook attempt, just because I think it encourages one of the worst behaviors in the game. Now, is this world ending like, oh, well, Dead by Daylight will die if they don't change this? No, of course not, and I'm never gonna present it that way. It's just one change that I think they could make to make the game a little healthier. It's something that I hope maybe we see with the anniversary chapter, maybe with the mid-chapter update. I hope it comes in a future update. But that's just, again, this is just a little short one. This is just something I've been thinking about, and I'm curious to see I'm curious to see where everybody else falls on this. I don't know if this is going to be the majority opinion or not, so I'm very interested to see what you have to say, but either way, please do let me know down in the comments below. Again, a little short one here, guys. I know, it's not my longest video, but I thought it was a kind of interesting topic, so let me know down below. Do you think it's a problem? What would you do to fix it? I mean, am I overlooking something? But as always, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you taking the time to check out the channel. As always, I've been DasFood, and until next time, bye friends.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my